So the woman would have mixed different things in the bottle and then drink from it. So out of curiosity, make myself try. Tried, and then that was how he got addicted into alcohol substance. So of course she now end up with liver issues in the hospital and all of that.
So at times when we women are raising children, at times we feel, oh, it's taking too much of me. Eh? I heard someone. I was at the clinic a few days back. The cashier, said something. I know where I would have been now, if not for pregnancy. She just said, okay, he's not pregnancy, he's just raising children. I just smiled. She wasn't talking to me, she was talking to somebody else. She felt is not something. The hope, what she has done, she has not seen the importance of what she has done, of which is actually very important. Raising children and putting your eyes down to make sure you are seeing everything going on. You have to be able to give account of everything going on, even if you have 5-10 children.
There's something beautiful about when a woman is multi-dimensional. That means that she's able to do different things at different times, and it's such an intriguing thing. Of course, our guest today that we will later introduce, is that kind of person. But for me, the question is, what really makes women that way? Not every woman is that way, but what really makes women that way, that they're able to juggle both things, three things together? Thank God I'm married. Namudi is married, so you'll be able to say. And even if one of them, Mama itself, I could even ask prom. That prom alpha. What do you think? So Namudi.
Okay, greetings everybody, and welcome to this wonderful episode of Happy Family. My name is Namode. Like Maga calls me Nam. Yeah. Okay, so I think it comes with them, though not all of the women are able to. Yeah. Let me use the word multitask. But I think it just comes with their nature, just as men come with that nature of wanting to provide, wanting to protect, and also for women, I think it's just part of that thing that God put in them as fully come. The part of the package.
Part of the package. Woman prom.
All right. So, as you all know, I promise. As in, clumsy. All right. So, I think one thing that actually makes we lady do this thing is the fact that most women that do it are women that want to be independent. There are some that like to rely on others, but there are some that actually want to. For instance, I mean, like this, when I was in school, I like to have a little here and there, so that it won't be like I have to call at every time. Mommy, daddy, you get, give me this, give me that. So doing all of those things, different things at the same time, helps me have little or small in my purse. Yeah. So even if I will later collect it from them, at least at that moment when I need it, I have something to use for it. So that's one of the reasons why me as a person, I had a lot of relationship.
And I think it also builds that capacity to handle a lot of things. When you're married, your in-laws, your own, maybe church, commitment, business, and all what have you, which is really good, which I think that every other person should have. I didn't tell you my name. My name is Hamza. And officially, I like to say welcome to the Happy Family, where we are all about every family unit living happy and living that sound and that dream life. Like they say that family is the basic unit of every society. So if every family is happy, then we have a happy society. Exactly. So happy family, happy society.
Functional family,
functional society.
Yes.
So ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to
Happy Family. All right, thank you. Welcome back. It's still the Happy Family Show. All right, so we have seated with us this wonderful day on this episode. Let's welcome to the studio, Madam. Yes, thank you for that one. Yeah, Madam Adiosun Oluwafunbi. Welcome.
Wow. I like her name.
Yes.
For me, because gave me to Paul.
Yeah. Now, before we go further, why is that we always find that phrase, a child of God, in people's bio now? I mean, why do you have to put it that you're a child of God? Let's start from there.
In fact, without being a child of God, you are no more, actually.
Okay.
So, if you are just introducing yourself without that, I don't think you have done well.
Okay. Please carry on.
I am glad I'm a child of God. I'm happy. I'm an unblemished of Jesus. That song was done by my sister, my friend, Benita Opoje. You know, I think the safety around that is also to let people know that you are a child of God. So don't go there in case you have intentions, you know. And then it sort of classifies people into this person, this person is a child of God. But it's just that the world we are in today, that value has been watered down because something will happen. You call yourself a child of God.
Yeah.
I call yourself a pastor. So for me, I just pretty much think by their fruits shall know them. If they're a child of God,
You know,
they are not. But okay, go on.
You know what's good to I didn't want to push it that much because this topic is not is probably not part of why we're here, but just you just we being free. The child of the president right now will not introduce himself and say that he's child of the president. Just tell you, we know. You know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's okay, and we get to involve.
Yeah,
Yes,
actually.
yes, and all.
You know, and that really summarizes the whole thing. So, prom,
Yep.
pick it up from here.
All right, ma'am. See, let me see what I've been eating meals.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me, you are fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No wonder. I'm sure she cannot be sing. How she is we that are not fine.
I'm gonna tell them makeup to fine. You know that I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell them makeup to fine.
Papi Sam, don't stress it.
That's
Don't
stress.
stress it.
Not stress.
Don't stress it.
You know that was Papi Sam rests, right? You know that I'm just helping you to.
Alright, ma'am, please, we want you to share a bit so that we know who exactly Mrs. Fumi be. The beauty. He's the whole journey of your profession, how you got to do, let me say, how you get to do like 2 things at the same time. Why you're a superhero? And you have children.
Plus family.
It is well.
That's a lot.
It's actually good. And just like she said that a superhero, it's only God, because at times when I look at myself, I'll be wondering how am I actually being able to and do a lot of things together. So I studied agricultural economics and extension in school, first degree, second degree is agricultural economics. So but I've had it in mind that I know I will do something that is like craft, something that is
And then you'll be into entrepreneurship.
something like that. So my mother, she's a caterer.
Wow.
She's still a caterer.
Wow.
So being at home with her, I never knew that some things were actually seeping inside me, looking at her. But while I was now on my own, the world is not static.
Yeah.
You have to train yourself, get better.
Yeah.
What is happening now is not going to be what will happen in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
So while I was trying to find a path for myself, I said, okay, I think I like this aspect. Let's see how it goes. So I trained more on it, and lo and behold, I liked it. And I'm still working on it. Every time I'm still upgrading. Yes. So I bake wedding cakes, birthday cakes. I train on cakes, on confectionaries.
You train.
Yes. And also You know, these days we are talking about healthy meals. Healthy meals. And when we look at some of the things people eat these days, you will just sigh. So I said, okay, instead of just having just any drink, any time for anybody, especially while I was a family, when I'm now a family woman, instead of having all these carbonated drinks, why don't we have natural drinks? So when you even come visiting,
When we
instead
come
of
visiting, ma, I'll see you for location after your program.
instead of offering you Coke and Fanta, you might see me quickly say, just give me 5 to 10 minutes for orange juice,
Ma, I'm coming to
pineapple
your
is
house.
done. And so instead of just so what I was doing that in the house, but I now saw that no, this thing can be added. So I added it. You can get let's say got this orange drinks, pineapple drinks, tiger nut drinks, healthy zobo. You know, we are always saying we don't want to eat sugar. How do we do it and it's still sweet and it's still what people like? I offered some people some days ago. They said, no, this is not zobo. Don't call it zobo. It's wine. Said, oh, this is not tasting like the zobo we used to know because what is in and the taste is top notch. So, and like 2 years back now, not up to 2 years, myself and husband, we just said let's see what they are doing in the redeem agric department. They are training some farmers. Let's just go and see what they are doing. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Before you know it, we actually started farming. I asked some days ago, I still asked my husband, I said, wait, how did we get here? Like, how did we get here? I don't even understand, but we are not regretting it. So I'm a baker, I'm a farmer, and at some point I had to take maternity leave. He had to tell me, madam, stay at home. I'll handle it. Say, you can't handle this thing alone. Okay, go for production, I go for market. So when he's back, tired, what did you bring today? What are at least for this week, because you harvest every week. Okay, what is available for this week? They are at the back of the truck. Oh, everything down. Before he's back, I've contacted the buyers. In fact, for this week now, they are on my neck. I couldn't supply everybody. I had to ration it. Ones that I want 30 kg, sorry, just 10 kg. You 5 kg, just 2 kg, please. It was not enough. I had to do that. And as a mom, it is a wonder.
You have energy.
Oh goodness, I thank God.
Amazing. You know, whilst we were talking, I picked something. I was going to ask you. You said you started first at home making orange juice for your family, and
Yes.
then you extended it out. Now I'm just going to ask you. Please be very honest. Did you go out to make money or to benefit other families? Or you just felt, oh, this is going to be beneficial to this large society for them to be healthy, or Jesus, this thing go bring me money, or
Okay. My slogan, we answer the question.
okay.
My company name is Ripple's Aroma.
Okay.
And my slogan is just like homes.
Okay.
So whatever I produce, just believe that that's what you will get in your home. And what are you going to get in your home? Mama is not going to give you something that will harm you now or in the future.
Okay.
So if I'm giving you anything, you can be sure, as I am getting cash from your pocket, you are getting benefits from what you are
Okay, so in simple terms, na collabo.
You can be sure I'm not all out for money. Because by God's grace, just like I said earlier on, God is still part of this thing. I also ask myself, I pray one will not get to heaven and you'll be told you killed a lot of people. And you'll be wondering, how did I kill? I did not. What you were offering them actually killed them. Some people, they will eat something. They are eating something today. It's not going to kill them today. It's a gradual process. Some people are going to be sick in 20 years' time. They will not be able to trace it to what they've consumed. So at times I sit, am I sure what I'm giving in 30 years' time? This person is possible we might not see again. am I sure this thing is not going to be part of what will give the person problem in the future?
Wait, someone. Wow, having said all of that, because I'm learning now. Before they say it, let me say it myself. I'm single. Okay. So as a single Pringle, I'm learning a lot because I know in future now children will come in and all of that. But I wanted to share with us Daddy. Yeah, because you have not really talked about him as I want you to talk about him.
Because you have not asked him.
All right, so now I want to ask you. So share with us, you and Daddy.
Okay.
How did you meet? Because it's obvious that the marriage is bringing out fruits. Not only fruits of children, also a lot in other areas. So I want you to tell us how you met. What happened? Thank God you see the idea. Please tell us. All those corners that Daddy passed, explain everything.
Anytime I get to share this, it's always very, very a wonder. It's always wonderful moments. I was in school. He was also sent to school.
Yeah, nice one. They send you go school and money they follow. Okay, it's okay. Bring it on.
Somehow,
Bring it on.
Somehow, I will summarize. I'll try and see how I can harmonize all the points and we won't spend time.
Your parents are they watch this episode. We'll get to this.
Okay, that was a particular time in school. I think around second year. I told myself I attended the program in church in school then. So I was like, I would want to do what this woman did. And what did she do? She said she told God, I don't want marriage or anybody that will disturb me now. Whosoever is going to be my husband, just keep the person somewhere. Let me focus on my education now.
So when I'm done, you're not gonna plug it from that place.
Just plug it. It sounds funny, but I prayed that prayer. Excuse me. I prayed that prayer, and while I got to 500 level, nobody was forthcoming. I was like, God, yeah, I was finishing that. At least I know I'm such an emotional person. I don't want anything to come and disturb my academics. I wanted to do well. In fact, I wanted a first class, but I didn't get a first class. I got second class of part. Glory be to God. But I was like, I don't want anything to disturb. I just want to focus. So when I was about finishing and nothing was coming, I was asking God, what's up?
God, how far?
Okay, I don't want to do anyhow. You see a lot of friends the way they do it, men, boys, guys. I just know it didn't interest me to go that route. Some people say when you taste this one, you taste this one so that you know how men behave. So you will taste 10 men and you will be surprised your husband will not even have any of the traits of the 10. So why waste your time? So while I was serving my country, he kept calling.
There's something about service. I need to take note.
He kept calling. But a friend of mine I met during service here said, maybe this person that is always calling you once in a while, maybe once in 2 months, but it might be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes call. But I didn't know him while we were in school. That's the funny part. The only thing I know about him was that we are fellowship members. He's a computer scientist. That's all. I don't even know his name. That's the funny thing. So he kept calling just to check on me. So I just felt just checking on him. But that friend said this person that is always calling me. And they are talking about relationship. I said, don't go that route. I believed I should marry my friend. That's always at least you will know him. You will.
But I've been talking for a while.
You know 1 or 2 things about him. So but that's God disappointed that part. So there was a particular day he came. He told me he would be coming to meet me where I was serving. Came all the way from Abuja.
Amazing.
I was serving in Ijebu. So he came. I don't even know. Okay. He said he wants to discuss some things with me. Okay. So I was living in the family house of within then in Osun. So church was beside the the apartment. So he said, let's go inside the church.
To have the meeting.
Oh my God, what is happening today? So the first thing he had to introduce himself. Can you imagine somebody that is going to submit manifesto? Now just telling me his name. So I was wondering, how am I now going to accept this? Because it looks, you are a complete stranger. He said everything. I said, okay, I'll get back. So to me, I felt, no, God, I don't want this. It sounds so, I was afraid. If I say yes, I don't know. I'm just knowing his name today. Yeah. So that shows I don't know anything about him. So what if I say yes and I end up seeing a lot of things that is making me feel, why did I go this route?
But I'm sorry, but was he pressuring you to say yes at the spot
No,
at
no.
the time? Okay.
But I have told God something. I said I don't want a lot of disturbance. Just let my husband come when the right time come.
Okay.
So he came, but the
not the way you
not
wanted
the way
it.
I wanted it. I wanted a friend that would have
a
known.
mother that became an husband.
But it didn't come that way. I prayed about it. Thank God I know how he speaks to me too. That's why it's good to know God before going into marriage or taking some very important decisions, because you want to be sure, is it God that is talking or is it my mind that is just putting one or two things together. But he said it, but I God told me this is him, but I was not really sure. So I was looking for a way to say no. I said, okay, if that is it, when I get home, you will come and see my people. I'm not ready for all these call here and there. And when you now break my heart, when you see a sister calling every time with low voice, something. But when the heart breaks now, you now see everybody now come and hear the story. I said, I don't want that one in my house. My parents will soon be seeing me calling. I don't want, come and let them see your face now. This is the person that is calling me. Okay. So when I got home after service, he was ready to do anything to make me sure he is ready for what he actually wanted. I said, okay. I said, come and see my pastor. He said, where are we going to? He followed me. I said, God, help me. And when I got home, even before him coming to my house, I told my mom, this is what's going on. I said, this is the picture. Just portrait, not even full picture. My mother said, this is him. I said, shy. Shy. I said, mommy, but I've not seen him before. He said, I just, like in Yoruba, he said, ọkàn mi rọ̀ mọ́. God. That was where I wanted to use that. I wanted at least if my mama or dad says something, I'll say, hey, you see now, I'm sorry, I can't.
But you're disappointed.
Okay, so you were trying to describe tell us about your husband, how you met. So you got to the place where your mom said, okay, Okomiromo, and then get going from there. And then how you are now able to settle in that is the one.
Yes, I had to just take it because I was shocked of what God was telling me. I was just trying to get some confirmation around from my pastor, from my parents, and I had to, if at that point I got a go ahead and I said no, then it wouldn't be too good of me, because whatever happens later, I will have to bear the brunt myself. So I said yes, and that was like,
How did you say the yes? Did you send text message or you called him on the phone?
He called.
Okay.
He called. Yes. And I told him.
How did you say it? Is it Mutigba? No, there are ways to these things. How did you say it?
I can't remember the English or the Yoruba or
You say
anything.
that's that you're asking me that time, or I've heard
It's
though.
not even that I had to remind him that that's what you are, because he was reminding me of
Sharp guy.
what.
Ask about Alpha.
How
Ask
far?
someone.
So
Ask
I had
somebody.
to tell him, but at that point you say you want to start courtship, but in my mind I know it was still friendship. Like, I know I want to marry this person, but at least let me know him to some extent. So, and along the road of courtship, of friendship and courtship, I didn't see red flags. Obviously, if I see any red flag, I will
You're
say,
gone.
I will not know.
But what could have been the red flag for you at that point?
A lot of things that I might have probably seen in a friend, and I will say,
You
no,
So you don't want.
Yeah.
I will not even agree for this person no matter what.
Mm.
So he was ready to share whatever he had. He had, and he still has. Let me say had.
They give.
My dad's been like how many years now?
This year September will be 10th year of marriage.
10.
Wow.
10. 1, 2, 3,
A
4, 5.
decade.
Celebrate this and that.
My
One
God,
day,
grace.
so I will tell people I'm doing 28.
I'm even very soon.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'd also like to find out, so how do you manage your businesses together? Can you describe what your typical day looks like?
Oh,
Let us into your world. You wake up at 4 a.m.
as a mother, I won't wake up at 4 a.m. oh. My baby is still small.
Ah.
So
Wake up at intervals.
I wake up at intervals. So even if I wake up at 4, I'll sleep back. Because I know, let's say I sleep around maybe 12, 1 at times. So waking up by 4, my body has not rested well for the day. I'll still go back and have some, even if not deep sleep, at least have some rest. So let's say I wake up 5:30 or thereabout, or if I still feel okay, I can still take 6 o'clock. I have arranged some things
Before bed.
the night before. So when I just wake up, just sort some little things up for school. Children, I take the children to school, and my husband, I know he also works into the nights. So I wouldn't want to leave. At times, okay, before now, he does the school runs, but I just felt, let me be your man, for goodness sake.
want to
It's not
pity him.
fair.
That's inconsiderate.
So I'll still allow him to sleep
You need to.
into the day. So take care of the children. Okay, at least let's pray before we go to school. So before I even say I want to wake him, he would have woken up, maybe trying to just rest a bit on the bed of Jerry Bounce. Okay, we pray, and I'll take the children to school, and he arranges himself. He goes to the farm. He's a software engineer.
Oh.
He just, because he works into the night, he starts work around 4, 5, and ends around 1, 2. So he felt, what would I be using my monies for? So he has done a lot of things, but he felt this. Let's go and check this family, at least where I can be going in the morning and come back and relax a bit. He didn't know it will even be farming, because if he knows that farming is insidious, he probably might not. But he's not regretting, he's enjoying it, actually. So he will go to the farm, take the workers where they used to wait for him. He will do that. So in the afternoon, I will take the children from school. So when I come back from the school in the morning, I start my own work. Okay, so I have workers, can start the chores for the day, cleaning up, 1 or 2 things. I'm reaching out to my customers. I use Instagram, use WhatsApp, my social media, everything, calls, check my messages, who has placed order, who is coming to pick order, and things like that. So I join them when it's production time, produce, cover cake, and before you know, it's almost time to go and pick the children. That sometimes I have to call the drivers, come and pick cake to destination, things like that. I'll go and pick the children, because he wouldn't have been back from farm at that time. I'll go back, pick the children from school. And before you know, night has come. Before night, I'll have to arrange for dinner, And when he comes back from, at least it will not just be dinner straight. He will have to take some things, maybe fruit, drinks, parfait, 1 or 2 things before dinner. And it's not, if some husbands, when they wake up in the morning, go to work maybe by 6, 7, they will eat out. But I am the cook. I prepare everything he eats. So in the morning when I'm packing for children, I'm packing his own cooler too.
Of course.
And I have 8-year-old, 1-year-old, I have husband, and what they are going to eat are different.
Oh, right.
So you prepare for everybody.
Everybody has to be prepared for. So, and for dinner, everybody also have to be prepared for as well.